Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the homestead. It's a beautiful morning with the exception of 25-mile-an-hour winds or so. That's going to make putting up this shed a little difficult, but I'll see what I can do on my own. If I can't do it on my own, then I'll have to get Brenda to help me. One thing I have going for me is I did get those fence posts up in the four corners. That might help brace it when I put the panels up. So you have to put the bottom panels up. Well, the bottom pan, they're side panels. You screw them into the bottom. You need to do two corners before you can put the cross brace in to tie them together. I may need to get some bungee cords or string or something to tie them to the post so they don't get blown over when the wind blows. You have to do all four corners first, and then you tie them in so that the whole thing is tied together. I'm not perfectly sure how this is going to go in the wind. I'm going to start on my own and see how that goes. If that doesn't work well, I'm going to have to wait for Brenda to come out and give me a hand. But one of the things I need to do right now is put the battery charger on Brenda's car. It's deader than a doornail again. It's not good for the battery to go completely dead, so I'm going to charge it up, and then if we take it home, fine. If we don't, then I'm going to unhook the battery so it doesn't go completely dead again. Seems like the wisest thing to do. Anyway, I got to go get an extension cord, my battery charger, and then get it hooked up, slow charge it through the day. That's my plan. Well, there you go. It's hooked up to the charger. The horn beeping is part of the security system on the car. When the battery goes dead, of course you can't use the fob to unlock the doors, so it doesn't disarm the alarm system. So you have to use the valet key to manually unlock the door, and then as soon as you do that and then hook power to it, the alarm goes off. You just have to be ready and quick with the button so that it doesn't start beeping too long. Anyway, you notice it got two honks before I got it clicked off, but there you go. I've just got it set on a 2-amp charge. We're going to let that charge most of the day. Now I need to get on to building that shed. All right, one of the things I'm going to do, you've heard me say this with other builds, but I'm not following the plans exactly because of the wind. There's braces that run across the front and the back of this shed. There's also upper braces that run down the sides. When you stand the panels up, you're supposed to screw them in on the bottom, and they're supposed to just stand there on all four corners. And after you get all four corners done, then you're supposed to build these braces and attach them. That's really not going to work out with this wind. I'd have to have 4 people here to do that. And I have 2. And kind of 1 right at the moment. Although Brenda will be along to help, I'm sure. If I need her, she'll come over and help me, no problem. But she has other things she wants to do or needs to do as well. So I'd kind of like to get as much done by myself as I can. So I'm going to build the front and rear brace. So when I attach the panels on the back, I put those 4 posts in there. I can bungee the back to the post to hold them steady, and then do the same with the front too. So I'm going to build the braces first and set them off front and rear so I know where they're at, and I should be able to just grab them. I'm going to build the wind seems to be going this way, which is across kind of from the behind of where the shed's sitting. So I'm going to build the one into the wind first, and hopefully it will be braced fine on the corner post. And then I'll build the other one and then attach the brace and then tie them to the 2 posts in the back. Then move to the front. That's my plan. We'll see if it works. Anyway, enough talking. Start doing. very important to pay attention to all the letters in the description by the part numbers and stuff. I was trying to fit a GR1 into a GS1 slot. It fit, but the wool holes didn't line up. So there you go. All right. So what I did on that one is I took a piece of this string after I screwed it on and tied it to the post so it can't blow away. It's doing a pretty good job. This side's going to be a little more difficult because the wind's going this way and the panel is shaped like an L, so it's wanting to catch it and push it. So I'm going to have to tie this one up before I screw it together and hope it stays. That's all the bottom screws. I may have to remove one when I slide the next piece in. I'm not sure how that works. But I'm going to try and put this top brace on now to help sturdy it up a little bit, and I'll leave it, or I may retie it. Mess. It was my washers and my screws that went flying when the wind caught my kneeling pad here and flipped them. Anyway, that took a lot of time. Those little plastic washers, pretty light, and they just kind of went everywhere. Let's get on with the front. We'll do exactly the same thing as the back. All right, well, takes care of that. Now we need to get the side beams built and attach those. And that way, oh no, we need to put that top beam in here. I'm sorry. All right, well that took a lot longer than I would have expected. It is what it is, I guess. Fighting the wind is tough. Now I'm gonna build those side frames so they're one piece, and both sides, and then I'll get Brenda to come give me a hand putting those on. That should tie everything in together a lot better. I'm talking a little slow. My face is very, very cold. So one of the things I've noticed, because of all the things I've done for a living, using my hands, working in chemicals when I was younger as a mechanic, and construction, and everything I've done, I don't have a lot of feeling left in my fingertips. So it can make it difficult for fine dexterity problems. So it takes a little longer than it used to. The joys of getting older, you know. Some of you know what I mean. Kind of strange, it doesn't line up exactly. I'll show you, but it doesn't matter how I would have put it together, it would have been the same. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. It just doesn't, there's a hole there. I don't know if you can see it, but the matching hole is even with that one on top. So I'm not sure why, because if you come look at the other end here, it's pretty much the same. All right, I found out the problem. The problem is I don't see well enough to see the detail in the directions, I guess. They're really tiny. They do show the holes in each piece, and that would have told me where it needed to go. I didn't see that, so I put them together backwards. The two ends need to invert and go to the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, but I'm not going to bore you with it. I'll come back when I get those in and up, and then we'll continue on. I don't know if this is going to work because it's just going to push both of them over. All right, well, that's going to do it for me. We'll see you next time on the homestead. Thanks so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. God bless you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave us a comment. We'll see you next time on the homestead. Bye now.